Now guys, what's going on? This is Yorkie here and welcome back to another episode of this Inter Milan career mode here on FIFA 22. And today we've got the Milan derby. We don't just have the Milan derby though. The transfer window is going to open up, so we are going to do January in today's episode, which means hopefully some new signing. We don't have a very big budget though. We got about 35 million, so it's not like we're going to go wild in the transfer window. We might offload a couple of players. There's some contracts to hand out that you guys believe we should hand out. But the most important thing here right at the start of the episode is that we're going to take on AC Milan and hopefully get a victory. Now, in recent episodes, we did struggle, but we have started to turn that form around. We're already through in the Champions League and we finished top of our group after Real Madrid struggled against Hearts. And we are now climbing in the league. I think if we finish just top 4, basically, just get top 4 this season and we'll be fine. But before we get into any of that, if you are new around here and you haven't already smashed that subscribe button, I would massively appreciate it, as well as hitting the like button if you're going to enjoy the video. It helps the videos be seen by more people. Also, we've nearly hit 4K. So thank you very much to all of you that keep coming back to these videos. Thank you very much. Now, the month of January will be difficult as well because we play Atalanta, who are currently top of the league, and they don't lose football games. I don't know why, but they don't lose football games. We've got Roma in here as well. This might only be a 3-game episode because of the January transfer window instead of us doing 4 games. It's just the scenario that we find ourselves in. But I will try and get through as much as possible. Of course, we are trying to do this series at a faster pace. If you like the slower pace stuff, then the Salford series is for you. Now, there were some questions about transfers. We will get through them when we hit the transfer window and we start looking at players, because there was some suggestions in the press conference style. Now, if you want to leave questions to be asked on the videos, hashtag Ask Yorkie. You should know though that if you do leave questions, press conference questions in the Ask Yorkie, it will take me a while to get to them because I record these now in chunks. Like, I'll sit down. You'll have noticed if you've seen a few videos recently, I'm wearing the same t-shirt. I think I record 6 videos today, so I'm trying to do that now because I'll be starting a new job soon and I want to still be able to be daily content basically. So we have to sit down and record these now basically in session. We're going to quick sim this first game of the episode though against Spezia. They are 17th in the league, so I am definitely expecting us to lose this game, and we don't. We win it 2-1. Lautaro Martinez missed a penalty though. I'm seeing a lot of missed penalties in sims recently. I don't know why, but Correa did score, so did Brazovic after Spezia took the lead. There has been a gameplay update, so the gameplay has changed a little bit. There's one thing I will tell you though, if you are frustrated with the new patch, I am with you. I am completely on board with that. The new patch has frustrated me as well in terms of the gameplay. I have noticed that there's been a issue now with the passing and the first touch, but if you don't use the sprint button as much, I barely use the sprint button now when I'm trying to do tricky passes in between players, you'll have a little bit more success, or at least that's what I found so far in my limited time with a new patch. Now, I have made the decision that we are going to offer Perisic a new deal and we are going to offer D'Ambrosio a new deal. I also would love to give Esposito a new deal, but I think that contract length is actually his loan contract and not his Real one, but I'm not sure. I hope it's his loan contract, because when he comes back, I won't mind giving him a game or 2. Next round of the Champions League's been drawn, and it's not been favourable for Inter Milan. I can tell you that. We're going to be taking on PSG in the knockout stages of the Champions League. That's going to be very, very difficult. We'll give that our best shot, though. Hopefully, we can pick up some level of result. It is kind of surrounded by not too many big matches, so maybe don't stress too much. We could have got way easier draws, though. I know there's just no seeding, is there, in FIFA? So you finish top of the group, and it means absolutely nothing. This will be the starting 11 for the AC Milan game. It is as strong as humanly possible. Interestingly, for AC Milan, there is no Ibrahimovic up top, which is, I mean, weird. I was expecting to be playing against Ibrahimovic. He will be on the bench, though, I imagine. Iago Aspas is a good striker, so we still have to worry about him. AC Milan, of course, are going to be treated as the home team. If you didn't know, AC and Inter share the same stadium. Now, this could be very, very difficult. They're second in the league at the moment, which just isn't acceptable that we would ever finish behind AC Milan. It's just not acceptable. A lot of you guys came from the Tottenham save. You never want to see Tottenham finish below Arsenal. It's exactly the same here. We want to try and win the league this year. It's going to be difficult because of the start Atalanta have had. But most importantly, we want to finish ahead of AC Milan. I know it's going to be difficult, but we have kind of found form recently with this Inter side. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm having a lot of fun, weirdly, with Edin Dzeko. I thought more would be made of Lautaro Martinez, but Edin Dzeko recently has worked out pretty well for me. So I'm hoping we see the same again today. We get something decent out of Edin Dzeko, as he's going to make a run instantly. But I'm telling you now, lads, I am absolutely telling you, on this new patch, just really use sprint sparingly, because you can just have your finger just over it and your player will take the world's worst touch I have ever seen. It was driving me insane. If you watch the Salford series, you will know there was 1 or 2 episodes where I was still playing how I usually would play and getting 0 success. So now we can kick on the burners a little bit there. Oh, that's not a great save. Lautaro Martinez, what saves? Edin Dzeko. Double save for Manningham. He's a really good goalkeeper. Now we have to worry about the AC Milan counter-attack with Iago Aspas. We do play free at the back. I like this formation. I think as my time with FIFA 22 has gone on, I've grown to like this formation maybe more than any other. That's great play and a great save for Manana now. Goalkeepers have been brilliant here at the start. Absolutely fantastic. Both making great saves. I think our opportunity might have been a little bit better than AC Milan's. A sec into Edin Dzeko. Hakan, obviously, ex-AC Milan. It's a great ball into Lautaro Martinez, and we need more of that from him. And he'll make it 1-0 into Milan. That was great play. Again, not holding down the sprint button. I want you guys to have the most fun humanly possible when you're playing FIFA. And I just know sometimes EA make that very difficult for us. But trust me, don't hold down sprint often at all. You do not need it. I might actually make an individual video if I think it helps people, because I want you guys to enjoy this as much as I do. And bad wayward passes is one of the most frustrating things you can have on FIFA. But I mean, this is a really good start to this game. Really, this couldn't have gone any better in terms of the way this has started. Both teams had big opportunities, big chances here early doors. But it's going to be us that take the lead. Barella, again, this could be good. Hakan against found Lautaro for 2. They're not dealing with that. They're not dealing with Hakan. Of course, remember, he's an ex-AC Milan player, so this will be extremely heated between him and his old club. I believe he left on a free as well, so AC Milan didn't even recoup any money for what is, in my opinion, an extremely talented player, and they'll be frustrated about that. This is a good opportunity here for AC Milan. This is good play. Iago Aspas. Salamanca's now. They've still got it. Aspas. I think he handballed that. Yeah, and I think that's exactly what's been given. Maybe got a little bit lucky there, but, I mean, Anana saved it. Oh, this is really nice play. Don't let Tonali get that in. He does. What a turn from Aspas, and what a block. Unbelievable block. Hakan finds Lautaro. Lautaro wants Edin Dzeko. Oh my God, Lautaro's found Edin Dzeko. Be a good touch. Edin Dzeko just before half-time. Unbelievable goal from Edin Dzeko. He's been so good recently. I never thought I would use Edin Dzeko in my wildest dreams on one of these thumbnails. And he has been fantastic. What a pass from Lautaro Martinez. And we make it 2-0. And the AC Milan fans will be fuming because they've had some really good opportunities. Iago Aspas has had some, not taken them. And now we have a 2-goal lead. I feel like teams tend to come out firing in second half. So we'll have to see what we're going to get from them here in the second half. More of the same from us. More clinical as well. Like, we seem to be really clinical at the moment. And I'm just finding it quite easy to comfortably move the ball around AC Milan at the moment. As you see there, like, I'm finding it super comfortable. Edin Dzeko there. Pulls that back to Perisic. And then back into Edin Dzeko. Out to Brazovic, who can hit them. There's been a lot of rumours, actually, in real life, maybe, about Brazovic making a move. I think Liverpool and Chelsea have been linked with him at some stage. I'm hoping he stays at Inter. I'm a fan. It's been more frustrating for AC Milan here. The fact that they've played really well. There's been a few really good defensive moves from us, but they've actually had quite a decent amount of the ball. They've moved the football nicely. They haven't given the ball away too often. We've made some really important and key tackles. We might need to make another one here. I think that's Brahim Diaz. I'm a big fan of him as well. I don't think he's on loan anymore as well. I think he was on loan from Real Madrid at some stage. I think now he's actually their player. And that is cynical. Only a yellow card. Jordi Alba. Is that it? He should have got more there. Hakan has picked up a knock as well. So it's typical, isn't it? AC Milan injure their ex-player in a cynical tackle from one of their new players. They're bringing off Iago Aspas, and we are now going to see Leao actually coming on as well, who I'm a big fan of. Leao could cause me problems. He's quick and athletic, and of course we're going to see Ibrahimovic. We need to make the change because Hakan is injured due to that tackle. Correa will come on for him as well. We're going to bring on Damsgaard because Perisic, he's old now. He gets tired, and we need to make sure we've got fresh legs down that wing in order to be able to deal with Rafael Leao that's just come on. Oh, this is nice play. The game should be remembered how tight it is. Benacer, what a save. And Anna really starting to endear himself to the fan base as well. And Benacer has that shot and he's brought off. Benacer came off for Kamara, who, of course, we used in that Barcelona career mode. We're seeing a lot of the ex-career mode guys that we've used in this series. Damsgaard. Good ball into Edin Dzeko. Dzeko spotted the run of Lautaro, but Edin Dzeko's not known for his worldy passes, is he, I guess? Right there. Finds Barella. Barella's ball to Denzel wasn't crystal clear, was it? But we still got the ball. Lautaro now. This is nice play. We'll play that one out wide to Damsgaard. Back across to Scamacca for a goal. It's well saved. Scamacca actually ends up injuring the goalkeeper, I think. Hugely open game of football for a derby. I'll take it, though. We come out the right side. We beat Milan 2-0. Massive result, that. And I think we owe a lot of it to Anana. You can see there we had 6 shots. They had 5. Nana, I think, saved at least 4 really good opportunities for AC Milan. Oh, the injuries are broken toe to Hakan. That is the last bit of news we wanted, really. Big part of this video, then, is the transfer window for sure opening. And some stuff's happened already. So Goossens has been returned, which is a bit frustrating because we've only just retrained him to play left mid. And Caicedo's gone back, which, you know, does anybody really care about Caicedo going back? I don't think so. We do have a transfer offer for Handanovic. It's just not a good one. I'd just rather he stayed. Bayern Munich would be a good team for him, but I'd just rather he stayed. I did get the suggestion of Jonathan David being a strike partnership up top, and I actually like the idea. We haven't used Jonathan David this year on the game, and I would like to get to use him at some point. I'm not sure it's a deal we make at this current time because Dzeko, Lautaro are both playing well. So is Scamacca in moments off the bench. So I don't think we're in the market for a striker right now in this window. Definitely down the line, we're going to need another striker with the age of Edin Dzeko. So we're definitely going to put him on the bench. I do appreciate this kind of question. I think he would be perfect for this team. He's not the only striker we've scouted though as well. We scouted En-Nesyri, who I actually think as well would be a fantastic addition to the squad. Again, he's not someone that we're going to go for in this window, mainly because we can't afford him. This window is probably going to be leaned towards just younger players that can be backups at this current moment, mainly centre-back. And then next season, because we keep getting older, this team's biggest issue is how old it is. When we've got a much bigger transfer budget at the start of the year, I think that's when another striker will come in. Of course, with those players going, it does mean we've got a little bit more money to play with. 52 million and 163k on the wages. Now, again, I think centre-back is the main importance. This is currently what we've got on our list, and none of them are centre-backs. I'm currently scouting a centre-back from Fiorentina, Milinkovic, but unfortunately, not Fiorentina anymore. He's moved to Aston Villa, so it's not going to be a signing that we can make. I'm also scouting a few central midfielders because that's another position where I think we want someone young for the future. Got transfer offer in now as well for Perisic. I've actually been really happy with how good he's done. Now, he is going to go down, but I mean, he's still at least 80, and if next season he's 78 or whatnot, he can at least be the backup. I want to make sure that we give Damsgaard some game time and some opportunities because I think he could grow really well. But before we get the scout reports back, we've got this game here against Atalanta first. They are currently first in the league. This game is actually super important. Now, we have had a lot of success against this formation in the past when teams have played it, so I'm kind of hoping for the same thing here, and we can do to Atalanta what we did to AC Milan. Damsgaard starts today on the left, and Barella is going to start at cam. He's so versatile, is Barella, because of course Hakan is out and Correa is tired. We played Hellas Verona a couple of days before this one. We did manage to get the victory though. Also should be noted, Lautaro Martinez is now 88 rated. I think we will get him to 90 in this series. The thought of using a 90 rated Lautaro Martinez is pretty exciting. I'm not going to lie. I also want to make sure we give Dani Ceballos the game time because I actually really like him. He's got a lot of attributes in game that I like for a player. And that's mainly just his ability. That should have been a better pass. Like, his on-ball ability is really good. Also, his passing range is fantastic. Duvan Zapata is a problem. I'm telling you that now. He is a problem. My passing right there is a problem. What a save, Nana. We need to focus. Got Cooper Miners as well of Atalanta. I really like Cooper Miners. Now, of course, maybe we don't have the greatest working relationships after Goossens went back to Atalanta. And I don't know if in real life Inter Milan will make that deal permanent. I think he got his first opportunity actually recently for them, which was nice to see because he had a long-term injury. So He's actually just come back. Are we in? Are we in? Edin Dzeko pulls that out wide. And then it's a good ball across. Lautaro Martinez has to find the back of the net. What a save from Musa. Delivery from Edin Dzeko was great as well. And you can see how good Atalanta has been. And I think if we could beat them here, it might maybe just put them in a bit of a downward spiral. They might start having a few bad results because if we're being 100% honest, there's no way they should be as good as they have been. Atalanta have been really good. They are causing me numerous problems. Can Bastoni get that ball through? He can. They're in trouble because Damsgaard is absolutely rapid. I need to pull it back across. What are we doing, Damsgaard? We've just been singing your praises. We're going to need some different ideas in the second half. I'll tell you that. Not necessarily that we've played badly, but we've not played well. Like, neither team has played well. Neither team has really put either side under too much pressure. And chances-wise, it's been minimal. Far and few. Damsgaard now needs a little bit of help. He ended up getting it in the end. We'll fire that end to Edin Dzeko. Barella made a bit of a movement. And we've got to be cautious here now. We've just got to be cautious because I've spotted Barella. Thinks it over. Finds Lautaro Martinez. What a goal from Lautaro Martinez. And when you need someone to step up, that's exactly the kind of player you expect to step up. Lautaro Martinez, it was a bit scrappy. The volley was a bit scrappy, but I'm happy with it. This is what the man can do. It's a good ball over from Barella. Just spotted him edge of the box, and I genuinely thought it was going to be blocked. I'm quite shocked that Muso doesn't save this. It didn't even feel that powerful. We do have the lead, but I'm going to bring off Dzeko because he's knackered. And Edin Dzeko, when tired, is no good to anybody. So on comes Skamaka, who we're going to keep giving game time. We're going to keep trying to improve, keep getting better. They've had a real reluctance to put the ball in the box, which is weird considering they've got Zapata in there. It seems really strange how reluctant they've been to put the ball in the box. We've got bodies up there and instantly my mind's gone straight to Damsgaard and he's gone straight over to Skamaka. Gotta be good. It's not bad, Barella. Well in Muso. Barella didn't catch it well, I think. One more pass over to Lautaro would have been the clever decision there. It's not the decision we took. Hindsight's great, innit? But I think we should have moved that one more over and got Lautaro clean in. Damsgaard's probably been the danger man out wide because they're just not picking him up. They're not marking him. So when you're not marking someone of his talent, you're asking to be undone. Barella's ball over the top. We'll find Lautaro Martinez. Oh my God, that would have been superb. He will be kicking himself. That's the match ball for him there. Oh no, it's not. It's not. I thought it was on for a hat-trick. Don't know why. That was a really good opportunity to make it 2-0. And just to kill the game off. Barella, passing range, brilliant. And we will get the victory against Atalanta. And I think a deserved one. In the grand scheme of things, I think the biggest issue for them today was their lack of ability to put the ball in the box. Or lack of want to. If they'd have put the ball in the box more often and tested me more, having someone like Zapata up top, maybe they'd have done a little bit better against us. But Lautaro Martinez and our passing ability was the difference. Barella actually worked really well at Cam as well. I think that's a good role for him. Transfer offer now for Gagliardini, who I'm going to keep around for this season. I think it is Arsenal, actually. No, we're going to accept it. We're going to let Gagliardini go. He's not playing much. I think for this season, I would have kept him. But Arsenal's a good bid. It's a good destination for him. But transfer offer now coming in for Alexis Sanchez. And to be honest with you, we're at a stage now, aren't we, where it's out with the old and hopefully in with the new. We've barely used him. He's barely played a lick of football for us. And he's taking up a big wage. So we're going to accept it. And hopefully he can agree a contract with Benfica. So we have had some of the scout reports come back. I've scouted some players as well that I think will suit us. Hattabor is one of them. But we will see how Atalanta get on this season. Kind of make that decision. So I've added Nunes because I think he's a very good player in that Fiorentina team that we are better than. I've also added Rodon. I am skeptical on that transfer. One, because I don't think he's good enough, to be honest, although he could be a rotation player. Two, because I always mess his bloody name up. Also added Milinkovic, who would be my #1 target if he hadn't just moved to Aston Villa. There is a central midfielder I want to go and get right now, though. And we're going to go in for Oliver Skipp. I really like Oliver Skipp's attribute set. I think he suits us perfectly. He's not getting the game time at Tottenham. I think he would get the game time here, at least in a rotational manner. We're going to go to, obviously, Conte and say, you know, you like Inter Milan, obviously. You've got a little bit of a soft spot. We will pay the 24.4 million. and hopefully get him. I think Oliver Skipp will be a pretty popular signing as well amongst some of the supporters. He was always really well thought of in the Spurs series that we did. I didn't really get to use him too much. He was improving, but we didn't get to use him as much as I would have liked to have. I'm expecting the negotiations to be pretty easy. I'm just going to give him a little bit of a pay rise, give him a little bit of cash, and hopefully he accepts it. There we go. Reasonable offer. Oliver Skipp will be the first signing of the window. Now, there might still be more, but you can already tell there's a theme, right, with the team and what we've done here. Oliver Skipp, younger, bringing that youth through. What Inter Milan have had, obviously, is someone who wanted to win instantly and brought in older players that has success and experience at the top level winning. Now, what we're trying to do is bring in the new cream of the crop that are going to carry this club forward for years to come. And that's exactly what we've done with the kind of transfers we've done here at Inter Milan. That's what I hope we'll continue to do in the transfer market. All right, so Roma next. 5th in the league. And obviously the league's our focus at the moment. We are now up into 3rd. This is going to be a starting 11. There are a few rotations because we play Lazio in the cup after this. And although I don't really care too much about the cup, a trophy is a trophy. And filling that cabinet is important. It's also important that we keep the wins coming, especially against teams that are in and around us in the league. We have performed pretty well in this episode. When you think about who we've beaten, Atalanta and AC Milan, although I think we got a little bit lucky with the AC Milan game. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, Atalanta felt easier than AC Milan. That's not bad from Dumfries. I wanted to play that all the way across, to be honest with you, to Scamacca. Now, Oliver Skipp getting his first start in the team today. I'm hoping he's going to be really good for us. I think he will be really good. He's a hard-working midfielder, so when you've got creative midfielders in the middle of the park, you put a hard-working... I don't know what that was. You put a hard-working midfielder in there, and it solves a lot of the problems. The fact he's only 21 as well is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what his career will hold in real life for Tottenham. Now, if you guys don't know, you should know. We do plan on doing Tottenham to start FIFA 23, just because of the way Tottenham ended this time round. And, you know, I'm looking forward to maybe using Oliver Skipp again in that series. We'll see if he gets a downgrade on the rating, though, because he hasn't played that much, has he? Tarry getting himself an early yellow. And if I'm smart, I'm going to go in towards Scamacca, right? And put that ball just there towards him. Oh, it's over the bar. That wasn't a bad effort. That was a decent free kick. That's not what we do here on this channel. Oliver Skipp. Out wide to Denzel Dumfries. He waits. Finds Scamacca. Oh, what a save. Patricio was really hard to beat last time we played against Roma. We already know he's probably going to be extremely hard to beat again. I'm really starting to like using Scamacca. He's actually a really good player. Considering really we wanted Raspadori, Scamacca's actually been very good. I like his physicality and his strength. I think it makes him special. Bastoni was in there, but his eyes lit up then. That's a skip. And get it to Barella for a worldie. Yeah, that's what I do. What? It's what I do. That's what we do here. You know, I'm just really, really good. I'm really good. Barella's really good, maybe, is more the sentence I should be saying. I called it, and it happened. If you speak it, you believe it, it's going to come true. These seem to be more common now. This finesse shot was really prominent at the start of FIFA this year, and then it disappeared. It seems to be back a little bit with the correct players. We scored a few of them now, and I feel confident shooting them from outside the box. We're having an unbelievable episode. It feels really nice because you will have noticed I recorded Salford before we recorded this one. And Salford went differently. Don't want to spoil it, but Salford went differently to this episode. Oh, here comes Dolberg. Oh, that's a lovely touch from Kasper Dolberg. Don't let him get it across. De Vrij did brilliantly. The three at the back is, I would say, probably one of the better formations on this year's game, just purely because it allows you to stack the box. So even when you're being countered on, you can absolutely stack the box. Is he going to make a mistake? He has made a mistake. Lautaro Martinez back across. Correa. Oh, it's Scamacca. It's not Correa. And that's a brilliant goal. That's a brilliant finish. Top bins. And there we go. Dust ourselves off. Roma have been handled, boys. It's done and dusted. Jose Mourinho's absolutely fuming on the sideline. And we get the victory. This is what you get for not being licensed, Roma. It's a mistake from Ibanez, who I actually really like. And then Lautaro Martinez is very clever here, not to be greedy, I could have tried to be greedy and found room, but I play it across and Scamacca rifles it home. I feel pretty decent now about this scoreline. Feel pretty decent about how we're playing. Mkhitaryan now, and it's crazy because they were in. Second, they're in again. Very two. Oh, this. All right, it's not game over yet. I was going to say there was in a second ago, didn't get the goal, and yeah, we're seeing exactly how good they are. Very two will make that 2-1. But we might be on for a crazy scoreline here. I feel like Roma are going to come out the traps this second half. Correa did brilliantly. Still got it. Correa. It took too long. I should have played it. We're going to get away with it, though. Oliver skipped there. What ball that is. Scamacca over the top. Lautaro Martinez. Oh, just beyond the post. He will be fuming. What a ball from Scamacca. And that looping so close. The link up between Scamacca and Lautaro today has actually been really good. We need that. We need the good link up play between those two. Because obviously Eddie Dzeko ain't getting no younger. So them two linking up well is perfect. As Lautaro wins the ball back there. And then, I mean, that ball was definitely towards Denzel Dumfries. But never mind. I feel like we've probably had the chances this second half. It's going to be played in. It's going to be saved, surely. That was close. Tammy Abraham is definitely a threat in the air. Maka. Oh, I think that was perfect. I think it was perfect. Perisic. Oh, wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are we going to see a red card here? That was really reckless. I think there was a covering man. We are going to see a red card. I like that. I like that, referee. Pellegrini has been sent off. What is extremely frustrating is this is a position for Hakan. Guess who's not on the pitch? Hakan. Is Scamacca really my next best free kick taker? I'm going to go with Damsgaard just because he scored that worldie against England. See what happens. I'm not good at these. You know I'm not good at these. We'll just see if it's really rubbish, and it is. I give up even showing them. I might not even show that one. Go in the archives of free kicks that you guys never see. There are two. He's the big danger man. Mkhitaryan didn't even know he was playing if he hadn't been carded. Very2 just puts it beyond the post. Tammy Abraham's coming off. Zaniolo's coming on. Now, I remember last time we played Roma, Zaniolo came on and kind of changed the game a little bit. I would prefer to see Zaniolo with Tammy Abraham if I was a Roma fan. Most of the focus really should be his centre-back for now, though. Oh, that's good to Zaniolo. I don't like it. I don't like it. Ref, just blow up. Tell him no. Oh, Diawara scores. It's the 90th minute. They deserve it, I guess. No, they don't. They've got 10 men. How do they deserve it? Frustrating. Couple of chances we maybe should have taken and bad defending. Well, Zaniolo comes on again and changes the game. I said he did it last time, and he's done it again. It was very much right at the end of the game from Roma, and it breathes some life into their ability to get top 4. It hinders our ability to try and catch first place Atalanta, even though that was going to be a very difficult task. It was very much like a little lapse of concentration there, and as I say, Roma are now back in the fight for top 4, and it puts us beyond the pace of Atalanta. I will say, since we beat them, they've started losing a few games. We're only 10 points off. It's crazy that we've ended up in this scenario, but only 10 points off. And my plan here was to finish the transfer window, but we've done a lot in this episode, and I want to play the quarterfinal of the Cup against Lazio because I think trophy's a trophy, get more in the cabinet. And now that we've hit the quarterfinal stage and it's Lazio, I actually want to play that one. We are going to leave this here, which will give you guys a small opportunity, potentially, to give me more suggestions. I don't think I'll be recording any more of Inter in advance. You should be absolutely fine to give me suggestions now, and I won't have recorded any more until then. I mean, that's the logic that I'm using. Anyway, if you enjoy the video, make sure to like it, as well as smashing the subscribe button. If you're new around here, get yourselves into the family, join us, hit subscribe. We're close to 4K, which is unbelievable. That was my goal, to hit that before FIFA 23, and we're going to hit it quite a bit before FIFA 23, basically. That's it. Appreciate you. I'll see you in the next video.